Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sit down first. So, in your mathematics chapter, now it is going on application of percentage. In application of percentage, we will read today about what? Already percentage chapter has completed of yours. So today we will go for the profit and loss. What will go? Profit and loss. Okay. So in our day-to-day life, we are committed two things. One thing, if it is profit, then another thing it is loss. Profit and loss are both opposite to each other. Opposite to each other. Means, see, my question is that now your parents will say, we are investing money behind our children. Means we are giving some money to our students. They will go in a school, they will read there. Then what profit will get? Am I right? Whether if I will invest the money in a different sector, means in not in education sector, in other sector. So what profit I will get? What profit I will get? That means question arises, what they are asking, what profit I am getting. Clear? Very simple things. I am giving an example to you all. See, last 2 days before you have observed Diwali. Am I right? So a man named X. The man named X. He has a shop. He has a shop. What type of shop? Now he has a cracker shop. Cracker, you know?
Yes.
You all are bursting cracker. He has a shop where he is selling cracker. He is selling cracker. So what happens? He thought of a mind that I will purchase cracker from a vendor, that too of rupees 5,000. Of rupees 5,000. That means X has purchased cracker at rupees 5,000 from a vendor. That means the person who is selling the cracker or manufacturing the cracker. Got it clear? So what happens? He started a shop. So you people, when Diwali is coming, just 2 days before or 3 days before, he started the shop in his locality. So in these 3 days, in the day 1, I am saying the day 1, day 2 and day 3. First day, he has sold the cracker at the amount rupees 1,600. 1,600. On second day, he has sold the cracker 2,050. An amount 2,050. On third day, it's the last day, he has sold all his crackers. He has no more crackers to sell. What he has purchased, it has already sold. The last day, he has sold the crackers, the amount 2,500. 2,500. So what happens? At last, he has gone for how much total he is selling of crackers has done and how much money he has with him now, because he has already invested how much money? Rupees 5,000. Now he has sold all his crackers what he has purchased from the manufacturer, and he wants to sell and he has already sold. Then how much money he has collected at the end of the day? 6,150 rupees. How much money? 6,150 rupees. Got it clear? Same crackers. The cracker quantity has not changed. How much he has purchased, that much he has sold. He is the middleman, the shopkeeper. He has invested 5,000 rupees for purchasing the cracker, and he has sold the cracker getting 6,150. Okay, that you say me, when he is selling the cracker, he is getting extra things or not in the form of money. he has got some extra money here, because he has invested 5,000, he has got here 6,150 rupees. That means some extra amount he has got by selling the crackers. That extra amount, in the terms of mathematics, we called it is profit. The extra amount what he has gained, the extra amount what he has got, we are saying it is gain or we are saying it is profit. Got it clear? So that he has gain, or we can say the extra amount he has got is gain, or we are saying profit in terms of mathematics. Clear all of you? Then what happens? How much? Then what is this amount? What is this amount? This amount he has invested or purchasing the cracker. This amount is called cost price. What is called? It is cost price, or in abbreviated form we are writing CP. Cost price is written in abbreviated form CP. CP for cost price. Then he's sold this one. Sold means he has given to the peoples in terms of returning, getting the money. So what? It is the selling price. What is this? It is the selling price. So he has got this abbreviated form as SP. SP for selling price. So when he has got selling price and the money was invested for purchasing the cracker, it is called cost price. So now question arises, what is the extra amount? It's called profit. So here, when selling price is more than cost price, if the money what you invested you get more, then it is profit, the extra price. If you have money invested but you are getting less, if his selling will be some is damaged by the due to last 2 years not selling by the person, it become a damaged one. By selling the damaged one will be discarded from their total amount quantity. So that after all, when he sell less than 5,000, so he will never get profit. He will get at that time what? Loss. The opposite of profit is what? Loss. That means when selling price is more than cost price, you may write now, when the selling price is more than cost price, we get what? We get profit. We get profit. Clear? Then what is profit? In terms of calculation, profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. SP minus CP. Selling price minus cost price. Clear all of you? That implies now we can say what is SP? If CP and profit known, that means CP plus profit. Selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. If I'll say what is CP, then selling price minus profit. If one term is given, SP, CP and profit, profit is equal to SP minus CP. If one is given, other two are given, one is asking. So we can do this formula. If SP is asking, then the cost price plus profit is the selling price. If CP is asking, selling price minus profit is the cost price. Same formula. Got it clear all of you? Just opposite of it, what I have shown, that is the opposite part, means loss. Loss is what? When SP is less than CP, or we can say CP is greater than SP. That means your cost price is more than the selling price. Your cost price is more than the selling price. If cost price is more, selling price is less, that means we are getting what? Loss. Sit properly. That we are getting loss. That means what? Loss is equal to just opposite. CP minus SP. Cost price minus selling price. Because here cost price is more, selling price is less. Then we are getting loss is equal to CP minus SP. Then what happens? SP is equal to CP minus loss. Or we can CP is equal to SP plus loss. The minimum formula of this. Profit is equal to SP minus CP, loss is equal to CP minus, just reverse. SP is equal to CP plus profit, SP is equal to CP minus loss. CP is equal to SP minus profit, CP is equal to SP plus loss, just opposite of it. Clear? Get it clear all of you? Fine, good. Now come to the point. The same examples I am continuing. That means here CP is equal to 5,000. SP is equal to 6,150. Then what is profit? 6,150 minus 5,000. So we are getting 1,150. This is profit. This is profit amount what we have got, by what the person has got by selling the crackers. Okay, fine. By getting 1,150, then if somebody asks, then how much percentage you have got? Just we have written, we are application of percentage. Then here also, how much percent of profit he has got? That question arises. Then how we can find out percent? You can say me now. How we can find the percent? Tell me. That is formula. But how much percentage? How will get the percentage? Percent means what? Out of 100. I have told already you. Percent means out of 100. That means we will compare this amount with the total amount with 100. Got it clear? My question is that when SP is 6,150, CP is 5,000, at that profit is 1,150. Then my question is that if SP is 100, if SP is 100 or selling price is 100, then how much profit he can get it now? Got it clear? Though that is profit percent. So profit percent what I get now? Profit percent, loss percent, always calculate on CP. Always calculate on cost price. How much you have invested. Got it clear? So what happens? We can get next, you can write profit percent is equal to profit out of 100, means profit out of 100. Nani? Profit by CP, cost price into 100. Clear? How we will get in the profit? Listen to me. When we are going to calculating our percentage of mark, a student is getting 50 mark out of 80 marks. Then what is the percentage? Mark of 10 divided by the total mark into 100. Got it clear? Because we are out of 100, we are finding the out of 100. So out of 80 he is getting 50. Then out of 100 how much he is getting? That means there is a unitary method also. Already I have told you. 50 mark he has got from 80. Then 1 mark he has got from 80 by 50. Got it clear? 50 mark he has, in a subject he has got out of 80. The mean when the mark is, total mark is 80, how much he has obtained? 50. That means 80 marks he has got 50. From 1 mark he has got how much? 50 out of 80. Then from 100 mark, 50 out of 80 into 100, like that we are finding the percentage. Clear? Here also same thing. Here also same thing. That means when 6,150 he has got profit how much? Selling price, cost price is 5,000. Then when 1 is there, so 5,000 divided by 6,150. Nothing. Then out of 100 how much? We have to multiply 100 to get it. So your profit percentage are the profit by CP into 100. This formula directly we can get it now. Clear? By this unitary method we are getting. So means profit percentage, profit by CP into 100. Then what next? Loss percent you can say me now. How will you find the loss percent?
So loss by CP into 100.
Bas, loss by CP into 100. Then loss percent is equal to loss by CP into 100%. Clear? So we can find profit percent and loss percent by this formula. Clear? We are getting profit percent and loss percent. Now come to the point. If profit percent given, CP given, how to find out SP? If profit percent given, SP given, how to find out CP or cost price? Loss percent given, cost price given, how to find out selling price? Loss percent given, selling price given, how to find cost price? That is the reverse questions will be arises. How we can find out? Now just one by one we can go for it. You have all written all these formulas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now question arises. Profit, if SP when CP and the profit or loss percent are given. If find out selling price when CP and profit or loss percent given. That means how much the value of SP if CP is given, profit percent is given and loss percent is given, like that. How to find out SP? Okay, here we can find out two ways. What is that? See, CP is given, profit percent is given. Clear? So what we can do? First method. On first method, it is called direct method. Profit percent calculated on CP. So how much profit percent is given? Then find out what is the profit first. If profit percent is profit by CP into 100, then what about profit first you can find out? Profit is equal to what? The profit percent into CP by 100. Profit percent into cost price by 100. Got it clear? First you have to find out profit. That means profit percent is given, let 10%. Let CP is given 80. Then what is profit? Now 10% of 80. That means 8. Am I right? Then what is selling price? The selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. Cost price plus profit. Got it clear? Then easily we can find selling price. That means if profit percent and CP is given, easy to find out selling price. First you find out profit by profit percent of CP is equal to profit. Then CP plus profit is equal to selling price. Clear all of you? That means easily we can write, first you find out profit by profit percent into CP by 100, or directly you can go for profit percent of CP. What is coming? Just add SP is equal to CP plus profit. Then we can find out SP is equal to what? CP plus profit. Easily got by SP. Selling price you can get it. Similarly, if loss percent given, you find out loss first. Loss percent if given and CP given. First you find out what is the loss. Loss percent given, not loss. Then loss is equal to loss percent of CP, because loss percent profit was calculated on CP. Loss percent of CP. That means loss percent of CP. You can get loss. Then SP is equal to what? The CP minus loss. Clear? You can get easily SP. This method is direct method. But another formula method is also there. We have to adopt. Directly, you can put the formula, get the answer. Then what is the formula we can get now? If CP and profit and loss percent given, how to find out SP? So we can say SP is equal to what? Now from this formula you can get SP is equal to 100 plus profit percent by 100 into CP. 100 plus profit percent, what is extra? Divided by 100, out of 100 is equal to into cost price. You can find selling price. At the time of profit percent, you are adding this one. If loss percent given, SP is equal to 100 minus loss percent by 100 into CP. Direct formula. Clear? If SP is asking 100 plus profit percent by 100 into cost price, or SP loss is given 100 minus loss into 100 into CP, then you can find out the what? Selling price. Just reverse, means SP is given, profit percent is given, loss percent is given, you have to find CP. You have to find CP, just opposite of it. Then how to find CP? 100 will come here, cross multiply it. 100 into SP by 100 plus profit percent. Same formula, just change it. CP is equal to 100 by, reverse it, 100 plus profit percent into SP into selling price. Clear? And see, if loss percent given, then 100 by 100 minus loss percent into selling price. For loss percent you have to subtract, for profit percent you have to add. Got it clear? When SP given, profit percent given, loss percent given, how to find out CP? The cost price is equal to 100 by 100 plus profit percent into selling price. If loss is given, 100 minus loss by 100 into cost price to get selling price. So in this way formula, you have to write all the formulas. Write all the formula, then we can go for one question to solve these things. Okay, first of all you should learn the formula first, how to get profit, how from the questions how we can gain, which one is CP, which one is the SP. The money invested is cost price, money returned is selling price. Clear? And some questions arises overhead expenses. Then what is overhead expenses? In this question there is overhead expenses. Like Adi purchased one bicycle of rupees 5,000. He has given more 500 rupees for some accessories, and he has to bring the cycle from market to his house, giving transport cost rupees 100. That means cycle of Adi is, cost price of Adi's cycle is 5,000, but accessories 500, transportation 100, so total 600. That means 600 is the what? Overhead expenses, and overhead expenses always calculated with cost price. That Adi's total cost price is cost price of the cycle plus overhead expenses. Clear? Cost price of the cycle plus overhead expenses. That means 5,000 plus 600. 5,600 is the cost price of the Adi cycle. Clear? When Adi will sold it, he must sold it more than 5,600 to get a profit. Or directly if he will sold 5,000, then 600 is the loss. Am I right? So in questions, when we will do one questions, we can clarify all the doubts day by day. Clear all of you? Understood what I have told now? All the formulas first learn, write it sequentially in your mathematics copy and bring it over. Thank you. Have a nice day all of you.